Hello everybody and welcome back in our playlist Reactjs. Okay, today we try together to understand what does it mean lifecycle methods in React. Okay, so let's start. So here is our app component. We already created our class counter.jsx. Based on RCC extension, we create our class counter component. It's so simple. We can call it directly in our app.jsx, which is our parent component, like so. Okay, save and see together. Okay, class counter, it worked properly. Okay, for now, can return to our class counter. First of all, this class counter need to implementing the constructor and super with passing the props as parameter. Okay, in this video we'll use the console log to see how it works in our inspector. So console log, the first step will be like constructor method, like so. Okay, it's so simple to understand. We'll try to illustrate any information step by step, and then we'll use the keyword this.state. It will be responsible to initialize our counter. Count will be initialized by 0, like so. Okay, it's so simple. You have to close the curly brackets, then we'll use some comments to make things clear. For now, we'll create, or we'll try to create our mounting phase. The method here will be like component did mount. The console log will be like the third step, will be like component did mount method. Okay. The mounting method is it is like before the updating phase. Okay. Command updating phase. For now, let's use the methods. Appropriate method. It will be like component did update. In this case, normally we'll update the DOM. Let's add the console log. The console log will contain the step number 5 component did update method, like so. Can add some other logs to display the previous count and the current count, to see together the difference and how it works directly in the inspector. Okay, we have the previous count. It will directly share, or it will directly display the previous state, or the previous state.count. Okay, we have to add another console log if you want. In this case, we'll show the current state, or the current count. Okay, it will be like based on this.state.count, which is the current count. Save and see. Okay, we have to pass as parameter the previous state and the prop state, like so. For now, we have to use only the prev state, and we don't need to use the prev props. But no worry, if you want to add as parameter in our component update. Okay, always saving. We'll add the last one. It will be like a mounting phase, which is the final phase of our lifecycle methods. Our method here will be like component will amount, like so. We can add our console log. It will contain component will amount method. Okay, the updating, then the amounting. Okay, we can add here some comments to make things clear and understandable. In this case, we'll remove the component from the DOM. Okay, as you know, those kind of comments help all learners to understand how it works. Okay, for now, if you want, we can create the method that will fire the incrementation. Sorry. So create increment method like so. It will be like increasing. I don't know really to use this autocomplete, but it's okay. Okay, in this increase method, we have this dot state. It will update our state. The count will be like this dot state dot count +1. Okay, this is our method, and then normally we'll try to call this method in our return and render. Okay, like so. We have the counter. We have the class counter, which is like a title. We can update it later. Okay, we have to, if you want, add some styling to our div. Okay, the style will be like adding some padding if you want. Padding equal to 20 pixel. Okay, to make the style more clear and visible. We can update the heading by React Lifecycle. Okay, like so. Okay, then we have the p tag, which is the paragraph. It will contain this .state.count. So it will increment 1 by 1. Okay, then we have the button. Then we have the element. Sorry, we have the event on click. It will be responsible to increase. Okay, we can add also some styling to make the button more clear and more visible. We have to add some border radius equal to 20 pixel. If you want also, we can add some padding equal to 15 pixel, like so. It's so simple to understand. You are trying to illustrate anything step by step. Okay, we have the constructor, then the mounting, the updating, that include the previous and the current count, and then we have to remove our component based on the unmounting phase. Okay, we have implemented successfully our increase method. Okay, let's try together and see how it works. Okay, we have to refresh our page. We have to open also our inspector. Okay, to the console. We have to delete all, remove all. Okay. Okay, if we refresh, we see that our first method will be like the constructor, and we have also the component did mount. Okay. They are automatically triggers or automatically fired. And then if you want, we can use, for example, we can see that we have to update we have to update our count. Okay, if you want to update by increasing, we see that the component did update is fired, and we have the previous count and the current count. Okay, it's so simple to understand. Okay, we have the state changes, then we have the render run again, and the component did update runs. So we have to display the previous and the current count. Okay, the final step will be a component with amount, which is number 6, like so. Okay, let's refresh and see again. The first method will be constructor, then we have component did update. If you fire or if you make the on-click, we have a component did update. Okay, we can add also some comments in the updating phase. Any update is here on component did update. Okay, we can also add here the cleanup is on the component will amount. Okay, this is the last phase of cleanup, just to make things clear for any learner. Okay, save and see together. Okay, we tried to use this counter example to make things understandable, to make things clear, to understand how it works. It's an overview about lifecycle method, how it works, how to use it, based on our class component. Okay, I hope that you love this video. Don't forget to share and subscribe, and I will see you next video.